Good morning. Welcome to the 2021 Tribute to Veterans and Military Families. Today's special event is brought to you by Los Angeles County Supervisor Catherine Barger in collaboration with the California Department of Veteran Affairs. I'm your MC, Michael Gregory, a proud Army veteran. Thank you to CalVet for their participation and support of this year's program. We're grateful that everyone has joined the Memorial Day weekend. This morning, we'll hear from dignitaries including our host, Supervisor Catherine Barger, Secretary of the California Department of Veteran Affairs, Dr. Vito Imbasciani, Director of the Los Angeles County Department of Military and Veteran Affairs, retired Air Force Brigadier General Ruth Wam, and Director of the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health, Dr. Jonathan Sharon. Additionally, we are privileged to have more guests here today to help us recognize our honorees. Congresswoman Grace Napolitano, Congresswoman Judy Chu, State Senator Susan Rubio, State Assemblyman Ed Chow, Arcadia Mayor Sho Tay, Chairman of the California Veterans Board Hugh Crooks, and Civilian Aide to the Secretary of the Army Mario Guerra. We are also grateful to the welcome directors and leaders representing Los Angeles County departments. Thank you all for being here. To begin the ceremony, we will have a presentation of the colors by the Los Angeles Army Recruiting Battalion, followed by an invocation led by Army Chaplain Major Nat Grazer, the Pledge of Allegiance led by Christina Garcia, Program Manager at Southern California Grantmakers, and the National Anthem presented by the California Army National Guard's 40 Infantry Division Band.
My name's Nate Grazer. I'm a chaplain in the California Army National Guard. It's my honor to give an invocation for Memorial Day. Please pray with me. On this Memorial Day, we pause to reflect upon our blessings as a nation and the high cost of those blessings. We offer our prayers today of thanks, remembrance, and intercession. We're thankful for those who've given their lives in service to our country, sacrificing the greatest cost for the sake of others. We pray today for the families and the friends of those who have given their lives in service to our nation. May they be comforted in their sadness. May they be reassured that the sacrifice of their loved ones contributes to a worthy cause. And may they be proud of those who they have lost, entrusting their ultimate fate into their gracious hands, Father. And Father, most recently, we pray for the families and friends of those who we've lost in this pandemic. Father, watch over them and comfort them in this time of need. Father, this Memorial Day, we ask you to comfort all those who mourn. Let us remember their sacrifice and the cost of war. Let us live up to their sacrifice. May we ever long for the day when it is peace that rules, and we no longer need their sacrifice. Until that day, Father, amen.
It is my honor to lead the Pledge of Allegiance today. Please place your hand over your heart and face the flag. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights on the ramparts we watched were so gently streaming, and the rockets were glad, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's now my pleasure to introduce the host of our event, Supervisor Catherine Barger. She proudly represents Los Angeles County's 5th District, which includes the San Gabriel, San Fernando, Crescenta, Santa Clarita, and Antelope Valleys. She is a strong supporter of veterans and their families and is committed to equip them with the resources and respect they deserve.
Thank you for starting off our program, Michael. It is a pleasure to have you MC our first virtual event. I'm your host, Supervisor Catherine Barger, and it is my honor to welcome everyone to the 2021 Tribute to Veterans and Military Families. I would like to express my gratitude to Secretary Imbassiani and his staff at the California Department of Veterans Affairs for graciously partnering with my team for this first of its kind event. Though we can't be here together in person, I'm grateful we are still able to continue this long-standing 5th District tradition. I look forward to seeing everyone again in person at Arcadius County Park in 2022. As we near the end of May, which is fittingly Military Appreciation Month, let's all continue to advocate for and support our service members, veterans, and their families every day of the year. As we saw in 2020, our service members can be called into action at a moment's notice. Many have provided essential services and delivered vaccines, truly earning our gratitude for their dedication to show up in our time of need. We also owe our appreciation to their families, who bear the burden of their deployments and activations. Memorial Day is an especially important reminder of the sacrifices made in defense of our nation. This weekend, we commemorate the men and women who have given their lives in the pursuit of freedom. This also means there are heartbroken families who are reminded of the loved ones they have lost in service to our nation. The debt we owe our veterans and their families can never fully be repaid, but we will do everything we can to pay our gratitude forward. Advocacy, legislation, and supportive services are just a few of the ways we can try to show our deep appreciation. With this debt in mind, we have worked on various initiatives to advance veterans' issues and policy within Los Angeles County. I am proud to share that within the last year, we were able to put boots on the ground for the Los Angeles County Veteran Peer Access Network. The Department of Mental Health, supported by its VPAN Steering Committee and Advisory Group, have helped propel this into a long-awaited milestone. Through collaboration with the Southern California grantmakers, we established a public-private partnership with organizations across the county to offer peer support. In the 5th District, we are proud to have JVS working alongside BMH, CalVet, the VA, SCG, Unite Us, and many other organizations to provide peer support services for our veterans. I was also proud to lead an initiative for the County Workforce Development, Aging, and Community Services Department to collaborate with our workforce boards, local organizations, and the aerospace industry to establish programs for veterans to be hired for quality, well-paying jobs. I would specifically like to thank Northrop Grumman and Ken Friend for working with us to get veterans employed. Through this partnership, we have seen Northrop's commitment to work with veterans experiencing homelessness and those especially in need. They are truly dedicated to ensuring that once veterans are placed, they are receiving the ongoing support they need to thrive. My team and I have partnered with the ETS program, where the VA is working to connect service members transitioning back to civilian life with sponsors in the community. Similar to peer support models, this sponsorship is important as a tool to improve the experience of these service members returning home to Los Angeles County. Additionally, this month, the board unanimously approved a motion I authored with Supervisor Sheila Kuehl to launch a county-wide veteran suicide review team. LA County will be one of the first in the state to take the necessary steps to collect veteran suicide statistics consistently and uniformly. This information will be critical, not only for the county, but for the other government agencies and community-based organizations to gauge whether our efforts are working and where we should adjust our focus. This will ultimately help identify behaviors and trends so we can stop the cycle and give veterans that meaningful mental health care they need. In all these efforts, the County Department of Military and Veterans Affairs has been an incredible partner. I especially want to thank Brigadier General Ruth Long, the Department Director, for her leadership and her commitment to our veterans. Their team provides programs and services, deploys veteran service officers to one-on-one assistance, offers representations in collaboration with CalVet, and convenes the Veteran Advisory Commission. My team continues to host veteran service officers in my East San Gabriel Valley office to meet with veterans in our community. Now, as I've shared about people who have had an incredible impact on the lives of veterans in our community, there is one community leader in particular I would like to recognize. This year, our community endured immeasurable loss when my Veterans Commissioner, Hector Elzalde, passed away. For those of you who had the pleasure of knowing Hector, you know he was extremely passionate and was a veterans advocate who went above and beyond every day. Though he is no longer with us, his legacy will live on, and we can carry the torch by continuing to uplift veterans just as he did. Stay tuned throughout the program. We'll be sharing more about Hector soon. It's always been a privilege and duty to meet the needs of veterans across Los Angeles County. I'm truly grateful to our veterans and their families for your service and sacrifice. I hope you get a lot out of today's event and stay with us for the breakout sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Barger. It is now my privilege to invite Dr. Imbasciani, General Wong, and Dr. Sharon to share a few words.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vito Imbasciani. I'm the Secretary of the California Department of Veterans Affairs, and I am so pleased to be with you here today. Although I'm not able to join you in person, I want to thank you, Supervisor Barger, for inviting me to say a few words in recognition of the outstanding men and women that we're honoring here today. For 23 years now, the 5th District has been doing something very near and dear to me, which is to recognize and honor veterans in the district, many of whom I know personally from my years of medical practice here in the district. I want to congratulate and thank all of the veterans recognized here today, and to thank all veterans throughout California for their service to this nation. Yes, I head the California Department of Veterans Affairs, but I'm also a proud veteran who spent 27 years as a surgeon in the United States Army. To be involved in today's program means a great deal to me in every respect. So Supervisor Barger, we at CalVet really appreciate the time, the effort, and the dedication that you and your staff have invested in making this a first-class event. I only wish it could be in person, but I'm already looking forward to next year when we can all come together and celebrate. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize our staff at CalVet, the California Transition Assistance Program, or CalTAP, who helped to organize and support this event as well. So I thank you, all of my employees at CalVet, for their work. Los Angeles County is home to about 240,000 veterans, many of whom live in the 5th District. It's vast in size. This district is a very, very important one, both for our military veterans and the men and women who still actively serve in uniform. The 5th District is larger in square miles than the states of Delaware and Rhode Island combined. With roughly 24 cities, it nearly matches the entire state of Wyoming in its number of zip codes. It's home to Edwards Air Force Base, a place forever ingrained in the histories of our military and our space programs. It's true that our veteran population throughout the United States and in California is declining as our World War II and Korea War heroes pass away. But many younger veterans, including those who served in Afghanistan and in the Gulf Wars, are looking for quality places to call home and to raise their families. Many already live in your communities, and many more are heading your way. Cities in this district, including Santa Clarita, Mojave, Lancaster, and Palmdale, are growing rapidly, and we count many veterans among the newcomers. This is why CalVet is involved in the new residential enhanced neighborhood development, or what we call the REN, in Palmdale. It came into being thanks to collaborative efforts of the nonprofit Homes for Families and local government to build affordable home ownership for veterans. This summer, its first group of veterans and their families received the keys to their new homes. As a result of this construction, your district will become even more veteran-rich and more enhanced by the veterans living within its borders. So Supervisor Barger, I know it must be quite a challenge to select which specific veterans to honor and to recognize in your district each year, because there are so many doing amazing things. But your task is only going to become more challenging in the years to come. And isn't that a wonderful dilemma to have? So once again, I congratulate all of the veterans recognized here today, and I thank you all for inviting me to be part of this great annual event. Thank you.
As the Director of Military and Veterans Affairs for Los Angeles County, thank you for joining us today for the annual tribute to military families and veterans. As Memorial Day begins the unofficial start of summer, it also serves to remind us to honor the military heroes who have died in the performance of their duties while serving our country in uniform. We are a unique population who serves our country, patriots who wear the uniform proudly, bear arms, and take the oath of office to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. Many of us were inspired to serve because we have family members or friends that have served. Some of us were drawn to the adventure of finding a purpose in life, joining an organization with core values like ours, and some that want to see the world and experience new places and cultures. Today, the living pay tribute to those who've gone before us. I was fortunate to visit Arlington National Cemetery in Washington, D.C., the nation's most hallowed ground memorializing military personnel from the Civil War era to the post-9/11 heroes who served valiantly. They deserve our utmost respect and admiration, and we must never forget their sacrifice. Thank you to all of you, military families and veterans in Los Angeles County who continue to pay tribute to the many who have sacrificed so much. If you are a military member or know of a military member or a veteran who has served, please let them know we are here to help you and your family with benefits and services earned by your service to our country. Please call us at 1-877-4LA-VETS. And thank you for your service to our country.
Hello, John Sharon, Director of Mental Health, here with a special Memorial Day message. I'd like to start by saying that for me, and I would say perhaps for our nation, Memorial Day is our most sacred holiday observance. With that in mind, I would like to thank all who have served and fallen in defense of our nation and our freedom as a people. I also would like to recognize that we must put forward our strongest efforts for those veterans who are back home, and many of whom may be struggling, for those who are currently serving in our military community, and for those future generations that will serve. Many who have fallen in the context of service do so on the home front after separating from the military. Unfortunately, some taking their own lives. And with that in mind, I would like to alert any military community members of the helpline, the number right behind me, 800-854-7771. We have veterans and military community members answering those lines 7 days a week. Please reach out if you're struggling in any way, if you'd like someone to speak with, or if you'd like information about resources that are available. Let's, as a collective, embrace our military community with particular attention to those who have fallen this Memorial Day. Thank you very much for your time.
Since 1971, Memorial Day has provided us with the opportunity to solemnly honor the men and women who died while serving in the United States military. This long-standing tradition is rooted in an era following the Civil War. Army veteran General John A. Logan, a founding member of the Grand Army of the Republic, is credited with declaring May 30th, 1868 as Decoration Day. The history of our nation is intertwined with the stories of the men and women who have served in the ranks of our armed forces for generations. Since the War of Independence and through the Civil War, World Wars I and II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Cold War, Gulf War, and the War on Terror, many brave heroes have lost their lives in the service to our nation. Throughout this time, new American service heroes have emerged, most recently, the post-9/11 era. This year marks the 20th anniversary of September 11th and the attacks on the World Trade Center and the global war on terror. On September 11th, 2001, what began as another Tuesday morning and went on to alter the course of American history. At 8:46 a.m., the North Tower of the World Trade Center was struck by an airplane. In the preceding moments, a second plane struck the South Tower, and a third plane struck the Pentagon. A fourth plane crashed in a rural field in Pennsylvania because the passengers fought back. They ultimately lost their lives, but prevented further tragedy. Like the generations before them, service members nobly took up the mantle. Uniquely, the men and women of the post-9/11 era served in an all-volunteer force, totaling 3 million veterans. For 2 decades, these families had to bear the burden, while thousands of service members lost their lives. Today, we pay tribute to the men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Together, we must preserve their history, legacy, and memory. Our communities have ensured the recognition with monuments, memorials, and tributes in their neighborhoods to pay homage to our heroes. We now have a very special presentation. Our first award is presented in memory of Hector Alizadeh, a beloved Los Angeles County Commissioner and Congressional Deputy District Director. Of all the honorees who are nominated by our county departments, one outstanding person will be honored with the inaugural Hector Alizadeh Service Award. I would now like to invite Congresswoman Napolitano to present the award.
Good morning. I am Congresswoman Grace Napolitano, and I am proud to represent the 32nd Congressional District. It is my great honor to represent the inaugural Hector Elizalde Service Award. Before I announce this year's recipient, I would like to share a few words about Hector Elizalde. Hector served as my Deputy District Director and Veterans Liaison until his heartbreaking passing earlier this year. Hector was a proud United States Army veteran serving as a Specialist E5 during the Vietnam era from 1964 until 1967, a fantastic gentleman. For 11 years, my team and I had the fortune of knowing and working with Hector. In his role, Hector was deeply in tune with the needs of veterans and the challenge service members faced when transitioning back into the community. In addition to connecting with the constituents, he helped develop the yearly Veterans Forum. Through his innovative initiative, we brought resources directly to veterans to alleviate the burden of navigating different systems. He also championed the Sunburst Youth Academy High School for at-risk youth, operated by the California National Guard. Sunburst students are immersed in a military-style environment where they work on high school credits and are developing leadership skills and confidence and academic success. LA County Supervisor Catherine Barger was proud to appoint Hector to the Los Angeles County Veterans Advisory Commission. He was later selected by his fellow commissioners to serve as the chair, where he advocated for veterans across Los Angeles County. In his spare time, he was a member of the Eugene Obregon American Legion Post 804. For those who had the opportunity to attend an event with Hector, they will likely recall him quietly putting on his Legion cover and proudly rendering a hand salute. Everyone who knew him witnessed his pride in his service and his dedication to his community. Now knowing a little more about the man behind the award, I would like to recognize this year's recipient of the first Hector Elizalde Service Award. This individual's dedication to the veteran community is truly reflective of Hector's spirit and service. Our honoree in every veteran has been a steadfast advocate for veterans in crisis. Through his work, he has helped the county foster partnerships with Long Beach and the greater Los Angeles VA. He has also ensured first responders and law enforcement receive post-certified veterans competency training. Most praiseworthy of all, he has saved the lives of numerous veterans during the battle with mental illness. Thanks to Supervisor Barger for an outstanding creation of this important, very important recognition award. And now it is my honor to present this award to Sergeant Richard Bojorquez of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Mental Health Evaluation. Congratulations, sir.
Now it is our distinct honor to celebrate those who have served and continue to serve. Our honorees are all Los Angeles County employees who are veterans, illustrating their ongoing commitment to a life of service. The honorees have been nominated by county departments for their exceptional work ethic and dedication to our communities. Now I would like to invite Supervisor Barger, Congresswoman Chu, Senator Rubio, Assemblyman Chow, Mayor Tay, CalVet Board Chairman Crooks, and civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army, Guerra, to present our honorees.
2020 presented challenges for all of us, but in the midst of hardship, we saw the veterans community resiliency and tenacity. Within our county workforce, veterans met the moment and made a difference in our communities. To acknowledge their dedication this year, it is my privilege to pay special tribute to those who have served our country and continue to serve our county. Whether they're a department head, intern, or anything in between, veterans bring a broad range of talents and skill sets to our workforce. Our workplaces are stronger when we hire veterans and celebrate their unique perspectives and contributions. Now, it is my privilege to acknowledge some of the exceptional veterans who have served as part of our county family. Our dignitaries and I will be recognizing veterans from all Los Angeles County departments. Without further ado, here are our incredible honorees. From the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, Thomas J. Albanese, who served in the Marine Corps. Deputy Albanese passed away this year while on duty with the Sheriff's Department. Please join me in solemn gratitude for his service to our country and to our county. Next, from the County Department of Military and Veterans Affairs, Christopher Harris, who served in the Marine Corps. And now, our dignitaries will present the remainder of our deserving awardees.
Hello, I'm Congressmember Judy Chu, and I'm so honored to join Supervisor Catherine Barger in celebrating our veterans and military families who've sacrificed so much for our country. As the daughter of a veteran, I know that serving our country is not easy, but I also know how much it means to those who do. My father served in the Army during World War II as a radio communications sergeant in Okinawa. He passed away at the age of 91, but up until his last day, one of the things that he was the proudest of was of his service to his country. That is why I believe we must not only honor, but support those who've served our country. That means recognition and thanks, but it also means ensuring veterans have the support they need to start a business, own a home, and lead a healthy life. And this year, as we continue to battle the pandemic, those needs are more urgent than ever. And so while I am committed to supporting all of our veterans, I want to especially recognize some of LA County's own public servants who've served in uniform. From the Department of the Agricultural Commissioner and Weights and Measures, Army veteran Jerry Mills. From the Department of Alternate Public Defender, Marine Corps veteran Tony Renata. From the Department of Animal Care and Control, Army veteran Kevin S. Reese. From the Department of Arts and Culture, Marine Corps veteran Tony Garcia. From the Department of the Assessor, Army veteran Omar Villalobos. And from the Department of Auditor Controller, Army veteran Oscar Valdez. Thank you to all of you for your service. And to all our veterans and military families, we say thank you this Memorial Day and every day.
Hello, I'm State Senator Susan Rubio. It is my honor to be here with all of you to celebrate the 2021 Tribute to Veterans and Military Families. I am a member of a military family, so please allow me to say thank you to all the military families out there for your sacrifice as well. Today, I have the privilege and honor of presenting the following honorees. Randy Dean, who served in the Air Force from Beaches and Harbors Department. Kevin McGowan, who served in the Army and is now at the Chief Executive Office. Chris G. Burnaby, who served in the Army and is from Child Support Services Department. Caleb Bea, who served in the Army from the Children and Family Service Department. Celeste Scott, who served in the Army, now in the Consumer and Business Affairs Department. Last but not least, Jason C. Carnival, who served in the Army and is now at the County Council's office. Thank you to all the honorees for your service to this country and continued service to our communities.
Hello everyone, I am Assembly Member Ed Chow. I represent the 49th Assembly District. It is a pleasure for me to join Supervisor Catherine Barger today to honor and pay tribute to our veterans and their families. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for your leadership in organizing today's event. Let me start off by expressing my most sincere gratitude and appreciation to all of our veterans for your service to our country. Let me also, of course, acknowledge the men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice defending our country, our freedoms, and our democracy. And today, on this Memorial Weekend, we are gathered here to honor a group of dedicated county employees who have served in the armed services and continue to serve the public within Los Angeles County. And these honorees really went above and beyond their call of duty. And despite the pandemic, they have contributed a great deal to serve all of us. So it is my distinct honor to recognize 6 of these honorees, starting first of all with Edgar Merguer with Marine Corps District Attorney, Jennifer Osborne, Army Executive Office Board of Supervisors, Michael G. Ryan, Navy Fire Department, Dr. Kanika Wilkes, Navy Health Services, Mike Alvier, Navy Human Resources, and Brian Wilson, Army Internal Services. I congratulate all of you on a well-deserved recognition. Thank you again for your service.
Hello, my name is Shote. I'm the mayor of Arcadia. I'd like to thank our supervisor, Catherine Barger, for organizing this tribute to veterans and military families. I'd like to read off the list of the Acadians served our country. First, we have Eric Cerna with the Marine Corps, and he's working in the Internal Service Department. Second, Edward Ramos with the Marine Corps, now served at the County Library Department. Adriana Christian with the Air Force, now work at the County Medical Examiner Coroner's Department. We have Jim Zinner, Army, now at Mental Health County Department. Raimundo Boho, Army, Military Veterans Affairs Department. Bruce Van Arsto, Cosca, County Public Defenders Department. Thank you for all your service to the country.
Hi, my name is Mario Guerra, and I'm the former mayor of the great city of Downey, and I currently serve as a civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army. On behalf of Secretary Whitney and our entire Pentagon family, I would like to thank all of you who have served, and especially to all those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. To all our veterans, thank you, to you and to your family. I would especially like to thank some of our county employees who have served. From our Public Defender's Office, Maria Beatrice Sapine, who served in the United States Army. From our Parks and Recreation Department, Gregory Wilson, who served in the United States Air Force. From our Probation Department, Jesus Perez, who served in the United States Marine Corps. From our Public Health Department, Dr. Jeffrey Gusenhauser, who served in the United States Army. From our Public Social Services, Jonathan Ah, who served in the United States Army. And from our Public Works Department, Luana Enriquez, who served in the United States Navy. As we remember 9/11 20 years later, we honor your sacrifice. On behalf of a grateful nation, thank you for your dedication to our country, and may God continue to bless all our veterans.
Thank you, Supervisor Catherine Barger, for once again inviting me to join you for your annual tribute to veterans and military families. It's through leaders such as you that the citizens of Los Angeles County have been able to withstand and overcome the last year of this pandemic. My name is Hugh E. Crooks Jr. I am a combat Vietnam veteran, a retired LA County employee with 37 and a half years of service, who has had the honor of being the commander of the American Legion of the state of California, and currently the chairman of the California Veterans Board. It's important that we understand that Monday is a day for us to normally remember the men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice by giving their lives while in military service. We should also recognize the Gold Star families and their caregivers who have given more than many of us can imagine. Today, I am proud to join you to honor some of my brothers and sisters that have served in the military and have continued their public service through the County of Los Angeles. These honorees have demonstrated a commitment to the military and basic human values. Despite the challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic, they have continued the mission of providing constituents world-class services. It's my pleasure to recognize the following honorees. With the Department of Regional Planning, Gina Natolin, Army veteran. With the Department of Registrar Recorder, County Clerk, Adam Robert Zawalski, Army veteran. With the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, Pedro Navarro Ortiz, Marine Corps veteran. With the Department of Treasurer and Tax Collector, Benjamin Effinger, Air Force veteran. With the Los Angeles County Development Authority, Emilio Salas, Army veteran. I congratulate each of you on a well-deserved recognition. Thank you for your service. God bless America.
Now please join me in paying tribute to our fallen heroes, POWs, and those still missing in action. Members of the American Legion Star Post 309 will now lead the POW MIA tribute.
Officially designated by Congress, Military Appreciation Month is celebrated every year throughout the entire month of May. The month culminates with Memorial Day, a day to honor the men and women who have died while serving in the military. Still, there are those who are unaccounted for, those whom we must never forget. Those who have served and those currently serving in the uniformed services of the United States are ever mindful that the sweetness of enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We are compelled to never forget that while we enjoy our daily pleasures, there are others who have endured and may still be enduring the agonies of pain, deprivation, and imprisonment. Today, we pause to recognize those prisoners of war and those missing in action. We call your attention to this small table, which occupies a place of dignity and honor. It is set for one, symbolizing the fact that members of our armed forces are missing from our ranks. They are referred to as POWs and MIAs. We call them comrades. They are unable to be with their loved ones and families, so we join together to pay humble tribute to them and to bear witness to their continued absence. The table is small, symbolizing the frailty of one prisoner alone against his or her suppressors. The tablecloth is white, symbolic of the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. The single rose in the vase signifies the blood they may have shed and sacrificed to ensure the freedom of our beloved United States of America. This rose also reminds us of the family and friends of our missing comrades who keep faith while awaiting their return. The red ribbon on the vase represents an unyielding determination for a proper accounting of our comrades who are not among us. A slice of lemon on the plate reminds us of their bitter fate. The salt sprinkled on the plate reminds us of the countless volunteers of families as they wait. The glass is inverted. They cannot toast with us at this time. The chair is empty. They are not here. The candle is reminiscent of the light of hope, which lives in our hearts to illuminate their way home, away from their captors to the open arms of a grateful nation. The American flag reminds us that many of them may never return and have paid the supreme sacrifice to ensure our freedom. We pray that all of our comrades will return to our ranks. Let us remember and never forget their sacrifice. May God forever watch over them and protect them and their families. Please join me in a moment of silence in solemn tribute to our fallen and MIA loved ones.
Thank you to the Star Post Legionnaires. It is our solemn privilege to honor those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice in service to our nation. I'd like to invite Pasadena firefighter and bagpiper Todd Witt to present a musical tribute of Amazing Grace, followed by the playing of taps by Edwards Air Force Base Blue Eagles Honor Guard. As we approach the end of our program, I would like to thank you for joining us this morning for the 2021 Tribute to Veterans and Military Families. We're grateful that you've helped us honor service members and their loved ones through this special program. It's been a pleasure to spend this time with you all. I invite you to stay tuned in for the breakout sessions from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. to access incredible resources.